The Bee Movie, a bright and colorful film from 2007 made by DreamWorks and starring Jerry Seinfeld of that one show that's only remembered for its funky bass song. This movie was one of my absolute favorites as a kid, and after seeing it again as an adult, I can say, this isn't as great as I remember. The plot was very bare bones. The humor, for the most part, is very weak.
You like jazz?
And a majority of the characters, especially Barry, just aren't very likable or memorable. And the movie as a whole is just very forgettable. But I'm not here to rant about the film. I'm here to argue about how a certain scene worked at delivering laughs, or at least for me. I'm talking about the Sting scene. No, not that Sting scene. Yes, that Sting scene. When I first saw this scene as a kid, I thought it was one of the most hilarious scenes of the entire movie. And seeing it again, I think it still holds up, unlike the rest of the film. Now, why do I think this scene is comedy gold? Well, let me tell you. It all starts with the way the scene is built up when Montgomery calls Barry B. Benson up to court to question him about his relationship with Vanessa and his family, implying that they breed through incest. He does this in order to irritate his opponent, in which he successfully does with one of the bees. This bee so happening to be none other than Adam, who gets the urge to sting the man that is defending all the honey companies that are locking up the bees in small spaces and gassing them with smoke, all for the honey that's made for human consumption. Adam, with all his anger, urges Vanessa to hold him back because he's aware of what'll possibly happen if he were to sting a man. But with Montgomery still taunting Barry, Vanessa objects, which leads to her letting go of Adam. Wow, Vanessa, you had one job and you fucked it up for all bee kind. Anyways, this leads to Adam stinging the fat lawyer from the behind. Then we get to the sweet honey of this scene. Montgomery, being stung from the behind, begins to overreact in front of everyone in court like he just got pinched by his older brother. This just makes a satisfyingly hilarious payoff from a great build-up of tension. All the air being let out by the loudness of this scene, and of course,
Suck the poison from my healing bucket!
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Oh, I'm here!
and the next day everyone is back in court, and everything seems to be more calm, except for the fat lawyer Montgomery. The movie decides to add insult to injury by showing Adam's replacement, Stinger, and revealing that Montgomery is on an adult baby walker. This just adds even more to the hilarity of the scene by showing that both sides of the court are in jeopardy. But at last, everything seems to go well for the bees and Montgomery, warning them about how they just fucked everything up.
This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this.
And we all know what happens afterwards, showing the stupidity of the characters in this movie.